Yeah, thank you guys for attending this meeting. I know we have many new members we met at the O show. So we're the Web Development Club at Virginia Tech, and um, we're primarily about like teaching web development to students and faculties who are like interested in web development. So we hold like beginner-friendly workshops on web dev related technologies, which I'll go over in a little bit. But we usually meet every Sunday at 2 p.m. And because of the pandemic, this fall semester, like starting this fall semester, we're gonna go like completely virtual. So you can go to you can like visit this link on every Sunday at 2 p.m. to just attend our Sunday meetings. And you can also like follow us on social medias. So the agenda for today is going to be first, we're going to go over our organization mission slash purpose, and we'll have some introduction from our officers, and I'll talk about like what you can expect to learn by attending our meetings and like being in this club, and also some of the tools that we'll be using throughout the semester. And finally, we'll wrap up with some Q&A. Yeah, um, so actually, when I first came to Virginia Tech in like 2017, I was really interested in web development. So like during the first semester, I was like really interested, and I was using some online resources to basically like self-teach myself web development, like learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And I was wondering if there was a club at Virginia Tech that like really focused on web development, but unfortunately, there wasn't a like an active club that uh, was about like web development. So I just wanted to get more people like interested in this. So I decided to like find this club, and we became official, and I think the fall semester of 2018. So our mission is to create a web development centered community at Virginia Tech where people can share and broaden their knowledge of web development. So, uh, so before this semester, it's been like really just one-sided, just me teaching about these tools to our club members, and there wasn't any opportunities for other people to like share what they know to other members. So like we want to like change this up a little bit this semester. So what we're hoping to do is that we're gonna make it so that every members can actually like host a workshop by like completing a survey and just expressing their interest. And we as an officer of WebDVT will try to make that happen. Um, so that's what we're going for. But in the meantime, I still want to continue doing the Sunday meetings until we have more people, like more instructors who are willing to like lead some workshops in this club. Um, yeah. So so some introduction from me. My name is Hassan, and I'm a senior computer science student at Virginia Tech. Um, I'm let's see. Yeah, and I don't think we have other officers here. I don't think Manisha is here, but she's our treasurer. And we also have Jared, who was our social media and marketing chair last semester, but we're still trying to like decide like the roles for other officers. Uh, yeah, but our faculty advisor is Dr. Gudmore Back, who taught cloud software development in 2018. Um, yeah, so he's an associate professor here at Virginia Tech, computer science department. Let's see. So some of the technologies that we're planning to cover this semester are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which are the fundamentals of building a website or a web application. And we're also planning to cover Git so that our members are able to like just like save their files and um, like mess around with the versioning and just like push their code to GitHub. So they always have the copy of the code. So that's something that we would like to cover. And after that, we're hoping to cover React.js, which is a really popular front-end JavaScript framework / library. And so that basically helps you to make a really easy user interface without having to use JavaScript document object model. Yeah. And after that, we're hoping to cover Node.js, which is a JavaScript runtime environment, which basically lets you use JavaScript in building backend part of a application. So in terms of topics, you can hope to learn how to build a simple web app using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and document like DOM. And you can also expect to learn how to use APIs and create simple front-end web applications, like just making HTTP requests to APIs and like getting that data and displaying it in a nicer way to the user. And you can also expect to learn about Git and GitHub. And you can also expect to learn how to create front-end UI using React, and also using Node.js with Express framework to build a backend API. So this is our tentative fall 2020 schedule. So we're hoping to have about 10 meetings for the entire semester. So we'll start from learning about HTML, and we'll end with just building a medium level full stack application with like Node.js and Express. But we usually meet like every Sunday afternoon, and I'll email you guys when we have a meeting, so you know, so you never like you're not gonna like miss out on a meeting if you're signed up on our email listserv. Yeah, so like after HTML and CSS, we'll probably have about like 3 meetings dedicated to JavaScript, and in between them, we'll cover Git, and then we'll jump to GitHub, like React.js, and then we'll cover Node.js and building RESTful API. So just something to note, you can always like go to our website and go to the events subpage and check our most like upcoming meetings. So, and you can also like find the meeting notes and some recommended resources in the bottom half of that page. Yeah, and I'll try to update that page frequently. So generally in the like before the meeting, I recommend that you watch some like videos or online like articles that I will post on our website. So it's just going to help you get some understanding of the technologies that we'll cover in the meeting. And you should also have all the necessary tools ready to go. So during the meeting, it's going to be, so the first half of the meeting is going to be about just me doing an informative slideshow lecture, and I'll spend about 20 minutes on that. And after that, we'll have a follow-along coding session where we'll try to like just build a simple application using that technology that we just learned. Yeah, so it's like really hands-on and practical. So one suggestion I would say I would have for you is that maybe like if it's possible, maybe try to like get a second monitor, just so that like when we're on the follow-along coding session, you can have the Zoom on your on one screen, and you can open up your IDE or text editor on the other screen, so you don't have to like switch back and forth between 2 screens. But if you aren't able to do that, let me know and we'll try to find some other way uh, to make this more more easier for you to like follow along. So after each meeting, we'll share the meeting notes and the Zoom recording. And I'll also share a list of learning resources for you to, I guess, just look into more into into that technology on your own time. So some tools we'll be using throughout the semester are um, you should have a text editor or a IDE. So I highly recommend WebStorm because it offers like smart code completion, and it is also like free for students. So there's really no reason for you to like, I guess, not use it. But I know that some people prefer Visual Studio Code or any other text editors like Atom and Sublime, which is totally fine. Uh, and you should also have Git when we go into, I guess, when we go into JavaScript. It basically helps you to make incremental changes to your code, to your source code, and it also allows you to like upload your source code to GitHub, so you always have access to your source code like wherever you are, whether you're using it like so it's like you can get your source code from everywhere. Like yeah, and you should also have a browser on your computer. So I recommend that you use Chrome because it offers really good developer tools. But you can also use Firefox, Edge, or Safari. Um, so we'll be using developers tools a lot. So it basically helps us to like debug our code, like look through like what the HTML structure looks like, and also like the CSS stylings. Yeah. So some things to mention. We'll start from the fundamentals. So you should not worry if you don't have any prior coding knowledge or experience. And we'll also try to make each meeting self-contained. So so that if you miss one meeting, you should be good to just like attend the next one without having to worry about if you like miss anything that was covered, I guess, in the previous meeting. Um, and I also encourage that you attend each meeting so you don't like miss out on important topics. But if you already know some of the fundamentals, you can definitely like skip them just because you can dedicate your time to more important stuff. Yeah. So to wrap up, our first meeting is going to be this Sunday at 2 p.m. and we'll cover HTML. And some action items for you before our meeting is make sure that you have a browser on your computer, and I recommend that you use Google Chrome, and make sure that you download WebStorm or any other text editor of your choice. And for WebStorm, you can actually use the free version until your student subscription is confirmed. And feel free to like ping me on Discord if you encounter any difficulties. And the instructions on how to download WebStorm is over here, and I'll share this slide with you guys after this meeting. And yeah, so let me just check the chat box to see if you guys have had any questions.